Hello everyone. Welcome to Tales of Light. Have you ever spoken, but felt like no one truly heard you? Have you ever tried to sound confident, only to feel your own voice shaking inside? This is the story of Sam, a quiet boy who thought leaders were born louder, until one small skill showed him a power he never knew he had. He believed speaking was about words. He learned it was about how those words land. Sam had acquired kind of courage. Not the loud kind, the kind that lives in small moments. He was 14. He loved drawing and small, honest jokes. He liked making paper airplanes. He hated being the center of attention. At school, he was the boy who sat 2 rows back. He raised his hand when called. He answered in a soft voice. People liked him, but they did not follow him. They did not listen when he tried to share an idea. Sam watched leaders, not famous leaders, the small leaders at school, the ones who could stop a room with one sentence. He watched how they spoke. Their voice was steady. Their words were simple. Their eyes invited you in. Sam tried to copy them. He practiced lines in the mirror. He rehearsed sentences in the shower. He would stand in front of his bedroom window and tell stories to the empty street. It helped a bit, but when it mattered, in front of a club, or when a group needed a leader, his chest tightened, his voice thinned, his hands trembled. At home, his mother and sister would say, "Sam, you're fine. Just be yourself." He believed them. But something felt missing. Not confidence exactly. It was clarity. The leaders Sam admired didn't just sound confident. They made others feel seen. They had a way of talking that turned a thought into motion. One afternoon, the school announced a small science fair. Groups could present ideas. Sam's class was short a leader. The teacher glanced round. No one volunteered. Sam opened his mouth. He wanted to say nothing. But a small part of him said, "Try." He said, "I can do it." His voice surprised him. It wasn't loud. It wasn't polished. But it was honest. His classmates turned. Some smiled. A couple of kids shrugged. The teacher smiled. "Good. Lead them, Sam." He had 2 weeks to organize. 2 weeks to find a voice that could guide the group. 2 weeks to learn the one skill that would change everything. In the first meeting, Sam tried to plan. He had a clear idea for the project. He could see the steps, but when he spoke, his classmates drifted. They argued about minor things. They joked. The energy scattered. Sam felt small. He felt unseen. That night he lay awake. He replayed the meeting. He learned one thing. Plans are not enough. People need to feel guided. People need a clear sense of where they are going. They need to trust the voice that leads them. He read books. He watched videos. He tried breathing exercises. He tried to copy other voices. Nothing stuck. Then Sam met Mrs. Rivera, the new speech teacher. She was kind. She coached the debate team. Sam stayed after class and asked one short question. "How do I make people listen?" Mrs. Rivera smiled. She did not offer a long lecture. She leaned back and said, "You speak like you're giving information. Try speaking like you're inviting someone into a story." "Invite them?" Sam asked. "Yes." She paused. "There is one thing almost every leader uses. Not a big secret. It's a habit. It makes a voice feel calm, sure, and compelling. It's all about how you end a sentence." Sam listened. He learned about the power of endings, not the words themselves. The rhythm, the pause, the confidence to let a sentence land. She taught him to slow, then stop, to let silence follow a clear point, to use short, decisive lines, to breathe after the idea, not run into the next. She called it landing your sentences. It sounded small. It felt strange. But Sam tried it. At the next meeting he spoke again. This time, he shaped sentences to land. He slowed. He made space. He watched faces. Something changed. Eyes found him. Heads tilted. The scatter became a line. The jokes stopped. The group began to listen. But this was not magic. Old habits returned. When the debate got heated, Sam lost his pace. He rushed, voices rose. For a moment the group fell back into chaos. Sam's heart dove. He wanted to give up. He took a breath. He forced his sentences to land. He paused. He let the silence sit. One by one the voices quieted. The room found its rhythm again. That fight with his nerves was the real struggle. Not the noisy classmates, not the tight chest. It was the small decisions in the moment. Each time Sam chose to pause instead of sprint, he gained a little more control. Each time he let a sentence land. Someone leaned in. The day of the fair arrived. The gym smelled of glue and popcorn. Tables lined the floor like islands. Sam stood before their table. His hands felt steady now, but his chest still hammered. The whole class came to watch. Sam's classmates who had teased him came too. He could see them in the crowd. Lean arms, curious eyes. He could feel the weight of judgment in the room. He opened his mouth. He could have rushed. He could have tried to cram every fact into a single breath. He did not. He began small. He said one clear line. He let it land. He paused. He watched. He said another. Each sentence was short. Each idea was shaped like a stepping stone. He used the pause like a gentle click to guide people forward. A little boy in the first row leaned forward. A teacher nodded. The principal stopped at their table. Sam told the story of their project. Not just the facts, the why. He painted a picture of how their idea could help someone. He made the room feel the need. He gave them a simple next step. When he finished, a thick silence hung for a heartbeat. Then applause, not a polite clap, a true, surprised applause. People were moved. His group beamed. The principal asked a question. Sam answered with the same steady pace. The questioner smiled, impressed by the clarity. That moment was the test. It was the point where fear met practice. Sam felt a new kind of calm. He had found a way to speak that made people follow. Not because he was loud, but because he made space for each thought to land. He invited the room into the story. He realized then the one skill was not a trick. It was a discipline. It was respect. Respect for words. Respect for silence. Respect for the listener. After the fair, things changed slowly. It was not instant fame. Sam did not become the loudest voice. He became the one people trusted. They asked him to lead a small club. They asked for his opinion in class. His teammates called him calm. His voice didn't need showy words. It needed clarity. It needed endings that landed. The lesson Sam learned is simple. The way you end a line matters. The way you let silence sit after a point matters. It shows you mean what you said. It gives people room to think. When you speak like that, you don't just talk. You lead. This skill is cheap to learn and hard to master. It asks for patience. It asks for practice. It asks you to slow down when your instinct says run. The reward is that people will not only hear you, they'll follow you. If you want to change how people respond to you, start with small sentences. End them clearly. Pause. Wait for the room. Make silence your partner. That tiny choice will build trust faster than any loud speech. Sam still fidgets sometimes. He still has days when his voice shakes. But now he has a tool. When fear comes, he breathes and shapes his sentence. He lets it land, and people come with him. So what is the one skill that changes your whole life? It is the art of making your words land. Speak with short, clear sentences. Pause after your point. Let silence do some of your work. Practice the landing until it becomes second nature. This is not about being perfect. It is about being present. It is about giving others room to breathe. It is about showing respect for your own ideas by letting them rest. If you practice this every day, in class, at work, with friends, you will notice a quiet shift. People will listen more. People will trust you more. And you will feel steadier inside. Sam learned it as a nervous boy leading a small science project. You can learn it in 1,000 small moments. The skill is small. The change is big. Listen to your words, land them. Then watch what happens if you like Sam's story. Try this with your voice today. Pick one sentence, speak it, then stop. Wait, hear how the room changes. If this video helped, please like, comment one short sentence you will practice, and share this with a friend who needs to be heard. Subscribe to Tales of Light for more stories that teach small habits with big hearts. Remember, speak small, learn big,